In this video, we're going to look at analyzing the outputs from the financial model. The two main reasons we want to do this: first, we want to audit the model to make sure we have no mistakes in the model, and second, we want to report on the future financial situation of the business using the model, which is, after all, the purpose of a financial model. So key things we want to look at are changes in revenue, changes in gross profit margins, changes in variable cost percentages, and changes in fixed costs. So let's change the sales growth of dog food to 20% per annum and leave cat food at 8%. And then let's look at the results. So first thing we notice is that gross profit is decreasing from year 1 to year 3. Now, why is that? Well, if we do a simple analysis of sales of dog food and cat food and look at the percentages, we can see that dog food as a percentage of sales is increasing from year 1 to year 3, and the gross profit margin of dog food is lower than cat food. It's 40% versus 60%. So the product with the higher margin is growing slower than dog food, the lower margin product, and that means our gross profit is declining over time. What else can we look at? Well, second thing we could look at is the fixed cost as a percentage of sales and operating profit. So fixed costs are declining as a percentage of sales. Now, why is that? Well, if we look at our inputs, we see fixed costs are only increasing by 5% per annum, while sales are increasing by a lot more than that. So the fixed cost as a percentage of sales we expect to decline over time, which is what's happening. Then if we take everything into consideration and look at our gross profit changes, our variable cost percentage, which is remaining constant, and our fixed cost percentage, which are declining, we can say that we've got a model which makes sense to us. We can explain the changes. Then, as far as presentation is concerned, we might want to include a graph. So very simple graphs. When we're looking at segments, it's generally good to use pie charts. So we can just insert a pie chart. There we have one for year 1. You can simply copy and paste. Click on it. Copy and paste. Okay, there we go. And I can just click inside the graph area and move the data selection, and you'll see it's automatically updated it to year 2 for me. And we can just make them smaller. We can put them side by side. So there we have year 1, year 2, and I can just copy and paste, and then I can click inside this graph and I can just move my references across and automatically update to year 3. So there we have a very simple set of pie charts, and we can see very clearly that our dog food segment is increasing relative to the cat food segment.